In this video, I would like to talk about test-driven design and test-driven development. I will dive deep into these concepts and tell you how these can help you write better software. Before we get started, let's define what is TDD or test-driven development or test-driven design. TDD is a software development approach that emphasizes writing tests before you start writing your code. It involves three steps: writing a test, writing a code that passed the test, and lastly you're refactoring your code, and then you repeat the process for the rest of your software. Let's dig deeper into these three steps. Let's start talking for test. In the beginning, you write a test for a functionality that you would like to have, and as you don't have that software in your code, the test will fail. This test checks a specific behavior or a feature that you would like to implement in your software. By writing a test first, you're ensuring you have a clear idea of what this program needs to do. Once you have a failing test, then you start writing your program to make it pass the test. You write the code to satisfy the test and make it pass. By doing so, you're making sure your code meets the requirement that you had in your mind when you write the test. And lastly, it does what it's supposed to do. The final step of TDD is refactoring your code. This step involves improving your code without changing the functionality of your code. You can use this step to improve readability, remove duplication, and make your code more modular. By doing so, you're making sure your code is maintainable and scalable. TDD can be a really powerful tool in your software development process. It can help you catch the bugs early and reduce the cost of fixing them and improve the design of your software. Let's dive deeper into these three benefits. By writing your test first, you can specify several good outputs that you would like to have, and also you can introduce some edge cases or something that you think your code might throw an error or it might have difficulty to pass it. So this way you are making sure that your function covers a variety of different outputs, and it's very good to help you improve the performance of your code. This way, by having these edge cases and scenarios that are not very regular, you're making sure that your function or code performs at its best and you're catching bugs early without going into the production. This approach can help you identify issues that might have gone unnoticed otherwise. This can save you a lot of time and resources in the long run. Continuing on the last point, TDD can help you also to reduce the cost of fixing bugs. By catching bugs early in the development process, you're making sure that you can fix them before they get more complicated and costly to fix. This can help you save money and resources. TDD can also improve the design of your software. By writing tests that define the behavior of code, you are making sure you have a concise and clear design for your code. This can help you create software that more scalable, readable, and maintainable. If you have a high test coverage of your code, you can rely on those tests passing when you are adding new modules and making sure that you are not breaking some part of the system by adding new features to it. TDD is a popular development approach in the software industry, and it's being used by several big companies such as IBM, Microsoft, Google, and so on. By implementing TDD in your software development approach, you're making sure that you're using an approach that is being proven and very effective. Although TDD has many advantages, there are some disadvantages that it's worth to note them. The first potential disadvantage of TDD is that it would be very time consuming in the beginning. Writing tests in the beginning can be longer than you anticipated, especially when you haven't used this approach. Another potential disadvantage of TDD is that it requires a certain amount of expertise and discipline. It may take some time to learn how to write effective tests and implement this approach in your development process. Another disadvantage of TDD is that it can create a false sense of security. While TDD can catch some bugs early in the development process, it's not a guarantee that your code would be bug-free. It's still possible to write flaw tests or missing some edge cases when you're writing your tests. These can cause issues down the line. In conclusion, test-driven development can be a powerful tool in your software development approach. It can help you catch bugs early, reduce maintenance costs in future, and improve the design of your software. However, it's important to consider the disadvantage of TDD as well. By comparing advantage and disadvantage of this approach, you can decide whether this would be a good idea to implement and integrate TDD in your software development process. Thanks for watching this video about the test-driven design and test-driven development. I hope you find this information useful in understanding of what TDD is. Please like and subscribe and press on the bell notification so you won't miss videos similar to this.